Hey everybody, today we're going to fix my oven. Alright, so I am embarrassed to say that this issue has been going on for about a month now, maybe even more. Life in 2020 has been crazy for, well, pick anything. We have a toaster oven that we've been using to cook because our oven has not been working. That has allowed me to be lazy. It all started when the wife messaged me at work that the oven wasn't heating. It's easy to start out with an idea like that and let it metastasize into the whole thing's just broke and non-salvageable. Oftentimes it can be intimidating if you don't know how the internals work, and looking at it from a global view, it's just like, okay, it doesn't work, it's garbage, I don't even want to try to figure this thing out. When I was younger, the way my father taught me to troubleshoot things is just to break it down into components. So you got to ask yourself, how does it work? In this case, is it a gas oven? Is it an electrical oven? Break it down into different components and then test those individual components. So I've got a gas range, gas cooktop, gas oven. We could start there, or we could start on the electrical side, which is what I did. The first thing I did was I turned on the oven knob and I checked the igniter. The igniter is what ignites the gas that then heats the oven. When I turned the oven thermostat on, I looked inside and saw that the igniter was glowing red. At that point I thought, okay, it can't be the igniter. And then I started looking into other things. But after doing some more research on YouTube and other forums, I found that the igniter can still glow red and look like it's working, but they degrade over time. There are measurable characteristics of the igniter that you can do to see if it has degraded to a point where it's no longer going to ignite the gas in your range. One cool thing about doing this stuff yourself is what you learn as you're doing it. I had no idea how easily an oven door came off, but I think this is standard throughout most ovens. There's little clips. You just have to pull them up. And the door comes right out. My oven has two igniters because I have obviously the oven feature and a broiler up there. That's my broiler, and that is my broiler igniter. And that is my oven igniter. To replace it, we'll need to open up the back panel of the oven. First, you're going to want to shut your gas off. Then you're going to want to take this fitting off so you can slide the oven all the way forward. This panel back here comes off pretty easily by the screws just all around the perimeter. These are the two wires going to the igniter for my broiler. And these two wires right here are going to the igniter for my oven. This is my safety gas valve. So the way I understand it, and I don't know if I'm right or not, but the incoming voltage goes to the igniter, and once it reaches a level that the oven deems necessary to ignite the gas, it then opens up the gas valve, which then allows the gas to be ignited by the igniter, either for the broiler or the oven feature. I've actually just replaced the igniter for the broiler, but have not done so yet for the oven feature. And we'll be measuring that with my multimeter to show you what to look for to see if it's bad or not. If you guys don't have a multimeter at home, I would definitely recommend buying one. You can find a cheap one on Amazon, but if you can afford it, I would definitely buy a Fluke. An inexpensive Fluke is probably about 50 bucks all the way up to maybe a few hundred. This one is mine. It's got a clamp on it, and that is for reading amperage. It's not really necessary, and you'll probably have to spend a little bit more to get one like this, maybe around 100 bucks. But it's a cool feature to have if you need it. We're going to be using this today. To measure the amps on this guy, we're going to be setting the multimeter to A for amps. Putting the clamp around one of the wires going to the igniter. Turning the oven on. And seeing what we got over here. It looks like we have 0 amps. So there is nothing going through this guy. So to test for continuity on our multimeter, we're going to be switching the dial over to resistance. We're going to be taking our leads, testing for continuity across the leads. Got a beep, so we know there's continuity. Both ends of the wires for the igniter. I'm going to touch those with the leads. And it is not beeping. We have no continuity across this igniter. It is 100% burnt out. Earlier in the video when I said that the igniter was glowing and I kind of ruled that out as a component that had failed, I was talking about the boiler igniter. It was glowing. I had continuity across that igniter, but it had degraded to the point where it needed to be replaced. I didn't do an amperage test on that igniter, but I did test the resistance, and I was getting around 186 ohms, I think. And the range for the igniter to be operating correctly is between 80 and 175 ohms. So I replaced that, and since then, the boiler feature of the oven has been working fine. Now I'm getting around to replacing the oven igniter. I think this guy is going to come out a lot easier if we clip these ends, and we know we don't need these anymore because we're going to be using wire nuts for the new igniter. Old, new. Purchased this one on Amazon. It was only $20, and it is going to get my oven going again. The wire itself is protected with a special kind of insulation for ovens, and the old one has this removable one on it. We're going to be using this one as well. you. I've already done this, but while you have everything open, it's a really good idea to vacuum out this area. Your new igniter should have hopefully come with a couple of wire nuts to connect it. I believe that they're made of ceramic. They don't have the metal inside. Hey, what are you doing, baby girl? No, not a toy. Alright, just out of curiosity, we're going to test resistance and amperage on our new igniter. Alright, we have continuity, and it looks like we are at 98 ohms. It doesn't matter which leads hook up to what, just make sure you got, each of the wires coming off of the igniter goes to one of the ones going to the oven. Alright, now we're going to be testing the amperage. Alright, there we go. Glowing red. Alright everybody, that's all I have for you today. I'm gonna get this buttoned up so I can surprise the wife when she gets home. I never remember to open the gas valve. Every single time. Alright bud, it's all you. Go for it.
I'll try, but I might get stuck.
Yeah, that way. Do it. Use all your muscles.
Can't get
All your muscles.
Can't get it.
You can do it. I have faith.
Maybe you need someone little like me.
Can't get it?
Nope. Yeah, do it.
All right.
You got it, Dad?
Got it. You're good.
You gotta test it, Dad.
All right, let's test it out.
Dad, is it getting hot?
I don't know. I think I see a glow. See a glow down there.
Where's the glow?
I think we got fire. Woohoo! What are you still doing here? Go home.